Yeah, that's it. We're in there. It's going. It's recording.
Well, we have to.
Are we live?
We have to be in the eye.
It reminds me of that old. It brought to mind. We're going to Saturday. We have no choice.
Yeah, we have
Saturday.
no choice.
We have no choice. Man, if anyone gets that, that is a pull.
It's one of those edits that's very clearly like he said, "Give me two takes," and then he just put both takes in.
Or however it happened, it's pretty funny.
It's like the Neil Breen. I can't believe you've committed suicide. Why have you committed suicide? How could you have committed suicide? And they're clearly all just supposed to be separate takes, but the editor, John Mastrocomo, just included them all in one.
Well, that statement is
Well, exactly.
Speaking of
trigger warning, there's a lot of suicide.
There's quite a bit of that.
So
what do we say trigger warning
data discussions about it?
Please protect yourself if it's not your cup of tea.
Because people get triggered by suicide.
I get triggered by shitty fucking tacos, you know?
Well, then I should say
have a trigger warning.
Shitty taco.
Yeah, it should.
Dude.
Absolutely.
No, then everything has to have a trigger warning. I'm tired of trigger warning, dude.
If
it causes you trauma,
it's your responsibility to protect yourself against triggers.
Do bad tacos cause you trauma?
Yes, dude.
Then they should put a trigger warning on that.
Who was eating bad tacos at the time.
I think the word trigger has taken the word trigger has taken on enough stigma that I think it's turned into content warning mostly.
Yeah, I just don't listen to us. Turn it off.
Just stop.
Stop
it right now.
It's your responsibility.
We're warning you right now. The content is unlistenable.
Yeah. It's all warning newbie Star Trek.
It's like, you know how right after like the late show would end and it would go warning, and then you'd start hearing like steel drums and then the girls would go wild.
Yeah.
What?
The steel drums were a signal that you must turn away now, or
Are we talking about boy things?
No, it's just broadcast television things.
Yeah, this is a broadcast ass television.
Is that when the
late night talk shows were over, they would start airing Girls Gone Wild commercials.
Okay. Got it.
Either wasn't allowed to watch TV in her house. Only the males in her house were allowed to watch it.
It's either Girls Gone Wild coming or Commando is coming. It's one of those two that are coming.
Well, Girls Gone Wild was just an ad for the videos. It wasn't like they weren't actually showing it.
Yeah.
I can't believe they would have those ads. They would have those ads.
But for a small child, there is certainly enough to the imagination that you go,
you're like, oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, they really are going wild.
There was a lot of like, damn, I got to get a credit card and a P.O. box.
You're like, Mom, give me your credit card.
In high school, my friend Sean showed me a Girls Gone Wild video. Just so he was like, let's just get over it because I've seen it. It's nothing. Let me show you. And he showed it to me and it was nothing. It was like, oh, this is so boring. Like it's just.
I don't even think I've seen a Girls Gone Wild.
I was very popular
program.
Because I had more than one VCR in my house because I had one in my room and then there was one in the living room.
Oh.
So that meant that I could copy tapes.
Nice.
Yeah.
So if anybody got a tape of anything, Pamela Anderson video. Oh, sorry. I have a cold.
Oh, no.
I would just be in charge.
You're part of the problem.
I would just be in charge of dubbing the tape, dude.
You were wow. So you were
leg of your boot.
I was a pirate, dude.
You were doing your pirate thing.
Okay. You said dubbing, so I imagined you.
Oh, I did in Spanish.
Putting like Mexican dubbing, like Spanish dubbing on the Pamela Anderson.
Hola, me llamo Tommy Lee.
Oh no.
Oh my
also,
God.
I started off by saying Mexican dubbing, not Spanish dubbing.
Oh, dude, you're racist, dude.
Yeah.
I'm super racist. Yeah.
This is why people confuse you.
I'm Korean. I'm super racist, dude.
We have to be. It's in our blood.
Yeah.
So was there like jungle music that would play with it?
No, just steel drum music, like Caribbean music.
Yeah, there's too much to explain. Watch commercial.
It was just Caribbean music playing.
Just
constantly.
imagine the soundtrack of Commando. It was that music.
That's crazy. I've never seen a Girls Gone Wild programming.
There's one professional steel drum player, and he made all his money on Commando and Girls Gone Wild.
Wow.
Also, Sarah's mom's birthday party. So,
and also,
yes, I did have a steel drum. I had a steel drum player. The White Girls Gone Wild. Yeah. The Girls Gone Wild.
You had a Girls Gone Wild theme birthday party?
Yes, for my mom's 70th birthday party.
Why was there? Was that her like wish?
It's Florida.
Like, since I was a child, all I wanted was a steel drum player. What the fuck?
It's actually
what would possess you to hire this for your mom, dude?
It was
They're
seniors
Caribbean.
gone wild.
Like you think Sarah?
It'd be like asking you what would possess you to have a taco truck for your birthday party because you're Mexican.
Sarah, what? I'm gonna.
No, he's a taco guy.
If I was a betting man,
just the guy, not the food.
I would bet that this guy, the steel drum player, was white.
No,
he wasn't.
Totally a Caribbean guy.
Really?
Yeah, he's
Caribbean,
totally. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, it's in Florida. There's a ton of Caribbeans there. Yeah.
Okay.
Caribbean people.
Yeah.
I should have asked where the game.
Yeah, it's in Florida.
I should have asked if he's ever composed Girls Gone Wild.
Would you say like a white guy with dreads?
Yeah. Yeah. He didn't compose it because he was not
Colin
white,
Hanks.
So. You mean Chet Hanks?
Chet Hanks, right?
Come on,
not
dude.
Chet Hanks. I'm sorry to besmirch Colin. I'm so sorry, Colin.
Fucking Colin Hanks, dude.
I don't even know these Hanks.
He's an American treasure, dude.
Yeah, but Chet though.
Oh, Chet.
Chet's a piece of shit, dude.
See, we're giving you ample time to prepare yourself for the very heavy conversations. I'm sure. Maybe.
Not going to be that heavy.
It's not even that heavy.
Actually,
yeah. It was a murder by proxy, kind of.
Well, it's because like the cause of the suicide, it's because of a psychic suicide trap.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's like a vengeful ghost suicide
it's
trap.
It's completely unrelatable. What's going on?
Yeah,
so it's not because of like someone going like through a really horrible,
like a mental.
He wasn't severely depressed, you know.
Yeah, it's like for all of Data and Geordi's like nice little conversation about like the challenges of life and overcoming them and all that. It wasn't about that at all.
It had nothing to do with that at all. Yeah.
It was actually supernatural. Yeah.
You know what I noticed in this episode, and then I went back and I noticed it in other episodes, and I fucking hate it. It's just something that I do all the time, and it bugs me when people like. It's something stupid, but I'm gonna go with it. I noticed that there's a scene where Deanna and what's his name?
Worf. Let him get there. No, let him get there. Let him get there.
Worf.
I want to talk about stuff.
They're waiting for the lift, right? And then the lift opens and someone's coming out, and then clearly like Worf and Deanna have to move, right, to let them out, and the people don't say excuse me. Oh, excuse me. And I feel like it'd be such more realistic. It would be so realistic if like they said that and then like in between the conversation, so it'd be like, so what do you think? Excuse me. No problem.
Like Robert Altman style, then, like it'd be overlapping dialogue.
Yeah, it would be like it make you feel like, oh, okay, like it make you like basically like feel like it's like everyday life there. Like, oh yeah,
the world is more real.
Yeah, more real, and it just it takes me out of it now.
So there's actually a good reason for that.
They
for whatever
1.2 seconds.
So for whatever reason, and I know this is a thing with multiple shows, not just with TNG, but in this era of Trek, they were very, very strict with making sure you stayed exactly on script.
Yeah,
you could not deviate at all. Like extras could not say anything little bit here and there.
They should have wrote it in. A guy comes out of the elevator.
Would that mean they have to pay him differently though if he says a line?
Yes. Yeah. So you have to pay SAG to the guy a larger scale if they talked. Yeah. But also for whatever reason, I guess they didn't bring writers to set very often, like they do for like some sitcoms where they have the writers on set to like redo the joke depending on how they feel. In TNG, they were very separated. So I don't know. Maybe like when
I just think all these directors are pieces of shit, dude. If they're not like
they have no manners.
Just excuse me.
They also just stand very close to each other.
You don't have to say, "Oh, you're welcome." You just go, a nod. You know,
or you do the hand motion to be like, "You first."
Yeah, exactly, dude. Something simple doesn't take any time, and it's like a split second of something, and then you're done. But now, like, I'm like, fuck, everyone's rude in this fucking ship. Dude.
Also, because when you get in an elevator and another person gets in, you move to like a further corner, like against the wall. You don't like just continue to stand in your spot in the middle of the elevator. And everyone in Star Trek does that. They all occupy
the framing, Marvin.
well, to be fair, if I go in an elevator and I'm the only one there, I'm in the middle.
Oh yeah, but all these situations, there were two people in there, and they decide to stand right in the middle next to each other, and you're
that's what we do.
No, I go to the further corner. I'm like, no,
because you're a weirdo, dude.
No, because I value private space, unlike you.
No, I want to talk to you close. I don't want people like. What if we're going through a floor and someone hears me?
Get out of my face. Get out of my fucking face.
I'm like, dude, what are you doing over there? What are you gonna
go away, Ricardo?
Go away.
Go away, Ricardo.
Also, you know what's funny?
What?
Their relationship portmanteau is Dorf.
What?
You know how you have like, it's Dorf. If their relationship name, like a couple name.
Oh, I hear you.
Or Dia or
I thought you were insulting me, calling me a dwarf. I'm like, I'm regular
fucking
height,
dwarf.
What are you talking about, dude?
Or maybe Warna.
Wiana.
Somebody when you're gonna use dwarf, dude. Trigger warning, dude.
Dwarf just rolls off the tongue.
Trigger warning.
Dwarf.
Trigger Dorf.
Dorfenstein.
Dwarf warning.
Yeah, you know what? This I'm gonna say it off top, dude. This was on its way to be a 10, dude.
Oh wow.
Oh.
And then they revealed the dream within a dream, and I'm like, this is a fucking shitty episode. This is a fucking 3, if not a 2.
You're like, never mind.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It never recovered from there, dude. It never recovered.
Okay, agree to disagree, but that's a good conversation.
Let's
to get
dive in.
Yeah, because this is Eye of the Beholder, everyone. This is the one where Deanna is a detective now.
I'm very frustrated by this episode.
I can see that there are definitely frustrating things about it.
And then she woke up, and I was like, this is a fucking 2.
So this is like the first big thing Deanna has done since becoming a commander, right? Like,
essentially.
Oh, did she become a commander?
Yeah, remember at the end,
yeah, she went to
that big old
commander
exam
school,
where she like had to order someone to die.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that was like a practice test.
No. Apparently, you can become a commander in a weekend.
Oh,
apparently, it was very
this,
quick.
This is just like become ice. You know,
you can just
as easy. It's just
just
actually
take the test
that's still
as many
harder
times as you want.
It's still much harder to become a commander than.
This just proves that like this hasn't changed. Like,
oh yeah.
Right now, as it stands, there is no police department in the U.S. that trains longer than somebody trying to get their barbering license.
Yeah,
literally.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
No, there's no
crazy.
Unless, okay, I'll give you the exception. If you're going to be a detective, yeah, you would go to college first, or you would. You know what I mean, there's that exception.
To be a
but if you're just going to
fucking
be
barber,
if you're just going to be
no, it doesn't take. What you mean is
cop.
It doesn't take a lot of time to get a gun as a cop.
100%. No,
it's fairly easy.
Right
well, you can get a gun right now. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Who needs to become
as a cop?
Get a gun?
Yeah, why would you become a cop to get a gun?
Because then you're allowed to shoot the gun at anyone you want. That's the point.
That's true, dude. You're saying
that.
It doesn't take much to get a license to kill.
So you're saying I should become a cop?
It's what you're saying. Yes, a license to kill.
Phrased it correctly, dude.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, because it
takes longer.
It takes me 5 minutes to go down the street. You know,
it takes longer to get your driver's license.
Yeah.
You got to go through more steps.
Yeah.
I got to become a barber. The most dangerous person on the planet.
Yeah. I mean,
I said this once and I'll say it again. And I this is my go-to. I have it saved in my fucking notes because I'll repost it. Like when stupid fucking like police departments like say, oh, like this happened. I'm like, I just copy and paste it to the replies, which is being a cop isn't even in the top 10 dangerous jobs. It's not. It doesn't even scratch to the fucking top 10, dude. Like, you know what's constantly like top 3? Longshore fishermen, dude.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we're not sucking their dick every time they fucking serve us a lobster, dude. You know?
Here we are.
We're jacking them off every time.
Every time we eat Alaskan king crab, we should be like, we should be like, oh shit, where's that guy?
Someone lost their legs for this crab.
Yeah, I know, dude. But every time someone, this man like got run over, this cop got run over. Let's fucking. Why be closing down the fucking streets for a fucking funeral, dude? That's my new thing. I don't want to close the streets for nothing, dude. You want to run a marathon through the streets of LA?
Don't move.
I was about to say,
we're not cleaning the goddamn streets, dude. We're not
part of the marathon is learning how to dodge
lose
traffic.
me, but you got me again.
See, here's the thing. You want to run the LA marathon? Tell you what, dude. I'm gonna I'm gonna fucking post whatever post you post. Like, hey, donate $20, donate $100 to LA Marathon. I'm gonna donate $1,000, dude. If it means you don't close the fucking streets, dude. I don't care if it's a Saturday. I don't care if it's Sunday. You don't close the fucking streets.
Well, that makes it a more challenging run.
Same thing with fucking Mardi Gras. If I was a president, I'd be like, no more. Figure out how to not close the streets, dude.
Oh
yeah. Go to a park, dude.
Fighting words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not fighting words. They're just called common sense.
Yeah.
Just make it like the running of the bulls, but with cars.
Yes.
Like,
running of the Mardi Gras.
Yes. I like that.
Compromise by making them as many of them Ford Tauruses as you can.
Yes. We're not closing on the streets. You can cross whenever you want at your leisure.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. If you find a way to get across the street, go for it. Yeah.
I will hire the fucking Rams defense to just fucking plow through the fucking parades, dude. That would be my thing, dude. Here's my other thing. You know how I said I was going to run for office? Here's my new thing. I came up with a new thing.
All right. I'm ready.
I live in LA. I live in California. There's ice in California. I become I get elected to office. I'm keeping ice, dude, in LA. They're all going to be diverted to all the stores, dude, in the fucking county, dude. If you try to bring your shitty fucking dog into any store, straight to fucking jail, dude. Straight to jail, dude. No. Are you resident? Nothing. I don't give a fuck if you're
no anything. Service dogs.
No service dogs is only way you can get in, dude. If you're blind, come on in, dude. Bring your fucking dog, dude. If your dog sniffs out diabetes or strokes, bring your dog in. If you have fucking mild fucking
emotional support dog.
Emotional support, get them the fuck out of here, dude. In fact, the ICE members could shoot them on command, dude. The ICE members are allowed to shoot the dogs, dude. Dude,
oh my god!
I'm gonna put ICE guys in the 10 item or less line. If you come in with 12 items, dude, straight to jail. Straight to jail, dude. That's my new running point.
Okay.
So,
all right.
I think we may have some problems with jurisdiction.
I'm gonna walk back the killing of the dogs. They're gonna lightly kick them. All right. They're gonna lightly give them a little, just to let them know they're here. Hey,
I think though, I would like your plan better if it before that. All of ICE was replaced with guerrillas with guns, because then I feel a lot safer.
The gurillas with guns are going to claim their money, dude. They're going to be like, "Where's our money?" But
no, you just feed them bananas, dude. Just feed them bananas,
nah, dude.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Also, we got to be humane, dude.
Bananas and cigarettes.
You know what I mean?
Well, gorillas deserve to be paid.
The gorillas and the monkeys are reserved for sports, dude. Don't get the jobs confused, dude.
What? That's racist. Why are you saying gorillas and monkeys can only do sports? That's a little racist right there.
It's a prestigious job, dude. You can't have fucking ice on the fucking field of a soccer field.
For proper context, on this podcast, Ricardo has repeatedly suggested in the past to actually insert actual apes and monkeys into sports.
Yes.
Yes.
I'd
say they can go in Trader Joe's too. I mean, that's fine. I like that.
You think so?
Yeah.
As long as we train them more than a barber would train. I'm fine with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would bet you it is easier to train your average gorilla than your average ICE agent. I mean, that's probably true. You know.
I mean,
you know what? I'm gonna let you guys be like a brain trust, but as soon as I don't like something, I'm gonna put you in jail, dude. Yeah.
Let us cook with that, and then we'll let you know what results we get.
But we're gonna run. If you burn it, dude. If you burn it, straight to jail, dude.
We're gonna run a trial.
I'm just letting you know. I'll leave a lot to the gorillas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
They got their heads on right.
Yeah. It's all for Harambe, dude. Yeah. In
fact, all went downhill after that.
My force, my gorilla force, my bodyguards, all fucking monkeys, dude. And they all have the patch, Harambe did patch. Never forget.
Yeah.
It's Harambe's picture, but like the colors of the flag, dude. You know?
The universe has never recovered gorilla balance.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So
Punch the Monkey
can we make
attempt.
a shirt that says for Harambe?
We could try.
Yeah, dude. Let's figure that out, guys. It
might be a copyright issue. Harambe, I feel like Harambe has to be copywritten by someone.
Actually, let's go find
Probably
out
the
right
phrase
now.
"dicks out" for Harambe is copyrighted to somebody.
Yeah, dude. I'm sure that
somebody.
What about tits? Tits for Harambe.
I feel like Harambe in general is copywritten.
I came up with an idea, and it's too good. I ran it by my old boss, and she thought it was a great idea. So I'll pitch it here. My other idea to make money. I like cats. Sarah loves cats. She likes to protect them. She likes to,
I do.
Think about this, dude. We open up an OnlyFans, but all the proceeds of these OnlyFans will go to like cat like saving cats, getting them in shelters.
I love that.
A no kid, right?
That.
But it's all like fan funded. So like people have to send in their tit pics. You know what I mean? To post on this. So it's like it's called tits for tats. You know?
Oh, okay, like a charity thing.
Yeah,
but we have to. Wait, so our fans have to expose themselves? Shouldn't we have to expose ourselves?
No. The fans are. It's kind of like the LA Marathon. Why don't we just donate money to AIDS? Why do we have to run?
I don't like the idea of crowdfunding tits. I feel like we should
crowdfunding this LA Marathon, dude.
We should put our own tits on the line first.
I mean, some people are proud of what they got, then they're totally willing. Shame them, and if it's for a good cause,
yeah, dude.
I mean, we gotta. I feel like
here's the thing.
We gotta set an example.
It's both, guys. It's both dicks and tits.
Yeah.
What about just cute photos of cats?
You know what? You're out, Sarah. You're going
and like little cute little lingerie pieces work, or something.
Like, unless if you send it to Ricardo, just label it as a pussy.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Here's what's allowed.
They're all pussy pictures. Yes.
Here's what's allowed though.
Oh my god.
Your cat is like on the other side of the couch, and you're sitting there like oh look at my cat, but you're topless or bottomless.
Yeah. Okay.
You know? But you're kind of like.
Forms of this must exist already.
Oh, I'm sure it does. Dude. I'm sure it does.
I'm just saying, like, that's my idea.
I mean, I like the charity. I like the charitable aspect for sure.
Yeah.
And if people want to, like, there is a thing where, like, people.
I came back from vacation hot with ideas, guys.
Yeah, you've been
rested.
You've been invigorated.
All these Mexican ideas are brewing.
Full of fucking tacos.
Full of invigoration, yes, and ideas. They're flowing.
All fired up, dude. Yeah,
I love it. You sound very rested. Yes.
Well, I'm not.
Full of cabeza.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say full of cabeza?
Yeah, Ricardo likes cabeza tacos. So.
Oh
no, I like tongue tacos, dude.
You said you like cabezas too.
I mean, I'll try it and I'll have it here and there, but I prefer tongue tacos. Yeah. My favorite, al pastor.
Lingua's good.
Second favorite, tongue, beef tongue.
What's your first tacos?
Al pastor.
Oh, okay.
I love al pastor.
Everyone loves al pastor. I'm okay with al pastor.
That's because they're just because you haven't had a good al pastor taco, dude.
No, I've had excellent al pastor. Al pastor is good.
You have not had a good.
Is it because good al pastor is served with pineapple?
That's a big part of it.
No.
Like a lot of al pastor I've seen has pineapple in it.
In Mexico, they don't do that shit.
I know. Like real al pastor does not have pineapple in it. It's closer to like, it's pork spiced as if it is shawarma because that was the origins of it.
Is kimchi Korean?
Kimchi is Korean. Yeah, that's actually Korean. Yeah. But not in the way you know today because the original kimchi is not spicy.
Here's a question. Now, is ramen a thing like, so if you ask, where did hummus come from? You're going to get all nationalities going, we invented it. The Armenians will say they invented it.
No, ramen has a specific origin because the original ramen was way back in the day, someone ran a noodle cart with salt broth. The original ramen is salt.
They accidentally dropped salt.
I thought it came from China.
So everything from China is a mian. It's technically different. Ramen is like the specific one with broth that was done with salt, suspected to be from the ocean directly. But that's more apocryphal. But it is clear that salt ramen was the first ramen, and then it became shoyu. Then all sorts of different ramens, like thick pork broth, all this stuff.
So. You think
they sound enough alike that I could have easily believed that it was just
the meaning of the word mien did turn into men and myeon. Like myeon is Korean, men is Japanese. Soup? So that came over. But like the actual form of ramen is from Japan for sure. Myeon, like mien is. I always thought
ramen was Korean, dude.
Well, that's just Koreans love ramen and they promote it really heavily and have super spicy versions. But it's a little different. Koreans love the curly noodles like a lot, and many ramen
cup of noodles.
Well, just in like the Koreans just love the curly noodles. Whereas in Japan, I believe it's mostly not curly, from what I understand. So unless it's like the pre-made stuff, but that's all regional differences, right? They're all like noodles and broth.
They all came from Italy, dude.
No, they did etymological studies, not etymological, but like historical studies, and they came up with them independently.
Lots of people came up with noodles.
Yeah. Yes. Lots. Every culture has a dumpling. Every culture has some sort of seafood plus land meat dish.
You mean surf and turf?
Yeah, exactly. Almost every culture has some sort of surf and turf.
I love surf and turf.
Yeah, exactly. Every culture figured this out. That surf and turf is delicious. Many cultures came up with noodles. Many cultures came up with rice.
Why don't we just make this episode into like a
rice?
Well, decided to eat rice in like because it's kind of complicated, right?
I call this Spanish rice, and then some people are like, we call this Japanese sushi rice.
Yeah, a lot of cultures independently came up with alcohol, like alcoholic drinks.
You don't say.
Yeah,
hell yeah, dude.
Anyway, I have the beholder.
Anyway, wow.
First aired on February 28th.
Note to future us. We do have to get into the foods of Star Trek later. You know, we should do an episode.
We should do an episode on the foods of Star Trek.
Yeah. The cuisine of, starting with Partas a la Utah.
Yeah.
And,
why Partas
a la Utah? They're Mormon guys that came out with that.
Yeah.
Well, that's just stuck in my brain forever. Partas a la Utah.
All right.
I have the beholder.
Maybe we live stream that episode from like a Korean barbecue joint. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, that would be
awesome. That's actually not a bad idea to do.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
I just don't want to do that.
We don't do video.
On screen.
Dude, Dan, I thought we were going to do the strip club idea. Strip club buffet.
That idea is about reviews. I didn't even endorse that idea, but that's about reviews after the fact. I don't want to be eating on stream in front of people.
Oh, no.
These are silly hypotheticals we're dealing with here.
The camera is going to be on the grill. So everyone sees the food
You'll just
being
hear
cooked.
lots of really annoying sounds of us eating, which is even worse. So
Well, eating and talking.
But apparently millions of people love the sounds of people eating.
Oh God, I can't think of anything worse.
Chime in, guys. Chime in if you guys want us to do. It's going to be a live stream. The camera's from above on the grill.
A Star Trek
support me and vote no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Imagine that's how a presidential campaign worked. Please support me and vote no.
Yeah, sometimes that's essentially what is being asked for sometimes, you know?
Also, chime in if you guys want Dan and I to do a strip club buffet review. So
not the clubs themselves, just the buffets.
Yeah, the buffets at the strip clubs. We're going to review the food, the variety.
Oh, that sounds good. I would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you gotta know if it's worth
if it's worth your money.
The price of admission.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the ladies will have no effect on this review.
No, because the ladies come and go.
I don't know how this became like our thing.
That's our thing, Dan. We've been talking about it for years.
Yeah. Strictly
I've been thinking about it for years.
Absolutely. Ricardo's definitely been talking about it with Dan for years.
Since he's just been telling everyone else that he's going to do it with me.
I'm like,
never talking about it with me.
Yeah.
That's good. That's really good.
I got this friend named Dan. We're gonna do this podcast. It's gonna be so cool.
We're gonna do it. It's gonna be great.
I get to tell Dan.
You have to speak it into existence, Dan. Come on.
All right.
You have to manifest.
Yeah, you are. You're doing it. We're almost there.
Yeah.
I have the Beholder first aired on February 28th of 1994. That's only the day after the last one, which was Finding God. Is that the name of the episode? Playing God.
Ooh,
Playing God.
Finding God.
Wow. Very different.
He wasn't lost. He was found.
It's a little more intense.
God want with a starship. That's not enough time to go into the wormhole, I think. But is there an update?
Is there
something else, Dan?
We got a Simpsons episode if we want to talk about it real quick.
Well, you know what? Let's do that.
I'm Leonard Nimoy. The following tale of alien encounters is true, and by true I mean false.
They're all lies, but they're entertaining lies. And in the end, isn't that the real truth? The answer is no.
Yes.
On the 24th of February, we had Deep Space Homer aired, which is fairly timely for like right now, considering that like we're in the middle of Artemis 2's mission.
Oh my God, I hope they took Ruffles to Artemis 2. That would have been great.
Yeah. I hope that soon we will finally find out if ants can be trained to sort tiny screws in space.
Because they took Nutella to space, and they took a bunch of tortillas. You know.
Well, they can't take bread because it crumbles. So they use tortillas. They treat tortillas as like a catch-all for bread. Basically.
But that's crazy that like we are now moved to the point where we can eat regular food now on space missions.
It doesn't have to be fucking dehydrated anymore.
We don't have to eat out of a pouch anymore.
Oh, it was fun eating the dehydrated like ice cream. And
so
it's
dehydrated.
awful,
so all that dehydrated astronaut food you would find at like gift shops are not astronaut food. So that
of course
they don't eat that. Because think about it.
I would hope not. It's
but
gross.
when you eat it, it crumbles everywhere. Why would astronauts eat that? That would just get everywhere in the system.
Is it just like a marketing scheme?
It was entirely marketing. Yeah. just like how Tang advertised itself as like the orange juice for astronauts when astronauts like didn't really use it. It was just a market.
You mean they didn't drink Tang?
They all ate out of pouches. So they just ate pouched food and just sucked it out of a hole.
Everything
That's what they
should be eaten in burrito form.
I mean, that would have been now they can.
Yeah.
On Artemis too. So that's what they're doing.
Yeah, like you can eat a whole bunch of Go-Gurts.
Yeah,
that too. I hate Go-Gurts.
That's fair. It's not. It's the worst like quality of yogurt.
Yeah,
I like them
a regular
frozen.
yogurt.
You just eat them frozen.
Then you gotta. How would they come out of the thing frozen?
Oh, they slip right out. It's like a little popsicle.
It's like a little popsicle almost.
But they're still like the worst type of yogurt to me. I just want some good Greek yogurt, and that's all I care about.
All right, real quick about this episode. Notable bits from it.
Keep it pushing, Dan. Please do.
Inanimate carbon rod gags.
Of course.
The famous "and I for one welcome our new insect overlords" line.
Mm-hmm.
And we also learned the tragic story of the time Homer missed his chance to meet Mr. T at the mall.
Yeah.
So
came back. I wish they will one day have an inanimate carbon rod on one of these flights and just say
they could easily.
Isn't there control stick and inanimate carbon rod? Shouldn't that be?
I would venture to guess that many things on the ships probably qualify as inanimate carbon rods already.
Because apparently this is the first to moon mission where they've decided to, for a part of it, free stick it.
Oh, really?
So that's kind of cool.
Wow, that is cool. And also, I saw that picture they shot of over the moon of the
Earthrise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that looks crazy. It looks so fake. I feel like we're doomed. I feel like we're doomed as a species because everything we've imagined as fake real is also actually real.
Real, yeah. It looks.
Okay, but
we can't distinguish reality anymore.
Yeah.
Here's the worst part of that.
It's amazing.
So I've been seeing so many Facebook and Instagram posts of people then enhancing the pictures with AI and adding craters the size of America on there. And I'm like, the pictures are already so good. Why are you fucking with them? You guys are a bunch of assholes. I hate you. I hate you so much.
It ain't great.
I approve of the ones where they Photoshop little cats or little things.
Sure, I mean that's fine. But they're see, look, this crater is bigger than the Grand Canyon, and it's oh my god, just look at the real pictures. Just they're there. They're already crazy.
Marvin, you can't legislate what people watch, dude, or look at.
I will. I am legislating right now.
You know what? I'm gonna put you in jail, dude.
Go ahead, put me in jail. I feel better.
You're gonna have to eat nothing with ramen, dude. And you'd be like, but this is Japanese.
That's great.
Piece of shit, dude.
I love ramen. Yeah.
Get your photos from NASA directly.
Yeah.
Man, especially that picture of when they did the full picture of Earth and you can see the aurora. Mm-hmm. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, being able to see the ring of atmosphere all around the globe all at once. It's whoa, that's crazy.
Fucking nuts.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I also enjoyed watching the little featurette they did where they were so we trained the astronauts how to do photography with a DSLR camera for months, and you see them doing field trips to national parks.
Well,
and
yeah, I mean, you can't fucking send them to space and then they don't know how to work the camera.
It only makes sense.
But one thing you need them to do is take photos. Please take good photos.
And
make sure they're in focus.
That's not their job. Is to take good photos. Their job is to.
That's true. That's why they train them. And then astronaut Cook, she actually was okay. So my hobby was already astrophotography. So I knew really well how to take these photos. Mm-hmm. And she was that came in really handy because when the Earthrise started happening, it blew out our lenses in a way we had not anticipated. So I was able to like adjust for the aperture and the speed really quickly. So I knew what to do. Like,
well, she was saying cool. that like she's used to doing astrophotography from the Earth, and so
she was attempting to do a time lapse on the Artemis. Yeah. That's crazy.
It's crazy. She's like, oh, I'm not used to these kind of conditions. It's like different, of course.
That's so interesting. Like,
yeah, it's absolutely nuts, and I think it's so amazing. So they're on their way back.
Yeah,
hopefully safely.
We're already getting a bunch of their pictures back. Okay. Yeah, also, it was really funny because if you just like have the broadcast open, you would hear them saying random things here and there. And he was like, guys, please be sure to check both the C drive and my user folder on the C drive because I accidentally made an alias on the desktop. So some of my photos went in there. Like very mundane IT issues.
Houston, my OneDrive has desynced.
Yeah.
Well,
their Outlook wasn't working.
Yeah, their Outlook desynced, which is hilarious.
God damn it.
That's so funny that happened.
Yeah, it's so cool. I can't wait to see more photos and everything.
They were like, "Oh, thanks for the iPhones. They look real good." Yeah, they're taking photos with iPhones up there.
Apple's gonna fucking run with that. I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
they're writing their next ad campaign.
That's why
Tim Cook is probably nutting. Oh my god, like
just proves.
I agree.
I wouldn't send a fucking Android up there.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Pixel would have been good. Yeah, Pixel 10 Pro.
Can't trust them, dude.
Well, anyway, that's enough of The Simpsons.
Well, you know what? Now we're going to go into our sponsor, our newest sponsor, which I'm going to be completely transparent. It's a new one. It's Weight Loss by Hims, which, again, right up front for transparency, it's GLP-1 medication. So I know there's been a lot of general talk about GLP-1 in the news and beyond, and it's had a lot of benefits for a lot of people for a variety of issues. I personally know a ton of people who use GLP-1, and it's had very positive results. One of the things people use GLP-1 for is weight loss, not just because they want to look and feel better, but because losing weight helps improve a lot of underlying health issues, or can. But like with any medication, obviously, since we're doing a spot for functionally a medication, there are hurdles. You need a proper medical consultation to see if GLP-1 is right for you in the first place. It's not right for everybody. GLP-1 may be difficult to afford if your insurance doesn't properly cover it, or if you don't have health insurance at all, which unfortunately is a lot of Americans. And you need the proper support to make sure that your GLP-1 journey in general goes smoothly, because you can't depend just on GLP-1. It has to be part of a general overall lifestyle change. So that is where Wegovy at Hims comes in. So with Wegovy, talking points, you can lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise. It helps regulate your appetite and eat less. Plus, Wegovy is the first ever GLP-1 pill for weight loss. I didn't know that. So there are no needles needed, which is great because I don't like needles. So if I were even thinking about it, I'd be like,
what if you want the needle? What if you're like, I actually
there is a Wegovy with needles. They do that, but they do offer without needles as a pill, so that's neat.
Yeah.
But I looked into it. Apparently, the way it works is because usually GLP-1 disappears like instantly in the stomach on its own, but if you take it combined with this other chemical, it'll last long enough to pass right through your system and then enter your bloodstream. So that's cool. But anyway, it's with Hims, that company. Everything happens online, including getting connected with a licensed provider who will determine if this treatment is right for you. And if you're prescribed your medication, it gets delivered straight to you, no insurance necessary. And there's a range of affordable GLP-1 options with Hims. So it's simple to find a weight loss approach that fits your general lifestyle and your wallet, if eligible. You'll get a treatment plan that's personalized for you, and you can make unlimited dosage changes as needed. So you don't have to like stick with a certain level.
Well, because you probably start at a lower level and work your way up.
Or if it's too high for you, you can be like, oh, I want to go down immediately. They'll handle that for you. And Hims even supports you by offering 24/7 messaging with your care team, and even offers in-app lifestyle and nutrition support like recipes, meal plans, fitness videos, sleep content, and more. So I personally think that's actually one of the bigger benefits of Hims, because based on what I know from people who take GLP-1, the support and the way you change your lifestyle around it really is necessary to make it useful at all. And, you know, you want to do it safely and healthily, so that's a big part of it. So this is the part I have to read verbatim. Ready to reach your goals? Visit hims.com/newbie to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you. That's hims.com/newbie, hims.com/newbie. Weight loss by Hims is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk A.S. To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit hims.com. So yeah, there you go. That's our new sponsor.
Why do they add it as fuck at the end of that?
Nordisk as fuck.
Yeah.
Nordisk as shit.
I mean, that's a. Do they give Nobel Peace Prize for scientific medication things?
They should.
They do.
If they do, it should go to these people because this is a miracle drug.
No, maybe you should go to the people that just cured diabetes. Yeah.
That's
this drug. This drug has done wonders.
Well, it's
for
not
diabetics.
a cure. It's not a cure by any. It is not a cure by any means.
It's a management system.
Chinese rumors aside, there is no current cure for diabetes.
No.
The Chinese did it, dude. They invented ramen.
Damn it, Ricardo!
They invented ramen, and they fucking cured diabetes, dude. Two things, what? and I'm pretty sure they invented the Apple Store taco.
But dude. They I mean, in all seriousness, they are finding all sorts of different things that, like, it's GLP-1s help IBS, they help diabetics. There's now research showing that it like helps a bunch of other side things. Yeah, alcohol addiction,
drug addiction in general. It's been helpful.
What if I want to stay? I don't want to get help from.
Well, then addiction. You wouldn't.
Well, then you gotta stay away from GLP-1 as much as you can. I don't want to fuck with
my weed, dude. It curbs. It's like all this other stuff. It's really fascinating to me, to be honest.
There's some evidence that it can help lower the risk of dementia if you were genetically predisposed to dementia.
Right.
So that's good. That's just emerging evidence. So there is nothing that directly supports that completely yet.
I mean, no drug is like without its, problems.
No.
But like, honestly, I really do feel that if there is some kind of drug of the decade that really has made changes, this is one of them.
And again, like with any drug, you do need a good consultation or more than one to like really understand if the drug is right for you. And with a big lifestyle change drug like GLP-1, you do need that support team or a support system in your life to be like, is this okay for you? For my part, I have seen tons of people, both friends and family, where it's been like extremely helpful. Like it turned something from struggling and wondering why it's not going well to, okay, this is now under control and I can like really manage my condition. And it took work, but it's a big part of it. So yeah, with all that said, we can hop into the episode.
Ricardo, could you please tell us what happened this episode?
Because these goons are not going to make a dick wallet, dude. Like the good people over at Extra. You know what I mean?
We gotta start pitting our sponsors against each other.
Yeah, you're holding your breath before you can mention her.
I was like, God damn, these. Well, they do make a dick pill, dude. So
that's true. That's Hims' claim to fame. Also the hair medication, like minoxidil, and that's from Hims, I believe. So
they do a bunch of stuff, right?
Yeah, they do a few things. So.
Mostly dick pills.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, if you need it, you need it.
Yeah, dude. I've been waiting to need it, but I'm ready for it, dude.
You're not there yet.
Name check.
When and if you get there, you'll go to Hims.
They do like so they started as like a dick pill company, and now they're stuck with Hims, right? They should switch over to whom?
They have a hers.
Oh, okay. What about they? They them?
Oh no, they don't have a day, but they do have a hers. So,
and if they made one, it would need to be theirs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Theirs.
Yeah.
Fubu. Huh?
And eventually,
I'm sure no one owns that name anymore.
Fubu's got to still be around. Fubu's got to still be around. Come on, dude. Still got to be around.
Hims by Fubu.
I think Dan and I actually looked into if Fubu is still around. Let me look that up.
I mean, that was a while ago. Who knows about this point?
Find anything interesting?
Yeah, Fubu's still out. Yeah.
Are they making still around?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, again, I'm going to start off by saying this is a 2 for me. Because
that's incredibly low.
That much, dude.
Wow.
Yeah. Because
And it is a bit of a rug pull at the end.
Yes,
not gonna lie.
I was at a 10, dude. The whole episode, I was at a 10. Even with that people in the elevator being rude, dude. I was at a 10, dude. And then
they're so rude. I hate this episode.
I was very excited. There was just so much cool things. Like, first of all, we could have had our first Law and Order episode. Do you know what I mean? Where like
it was very much like a procedural detective episode, wasn't it? Yeah.
And
Deanna was just doing legwork, and I actually liked watching her do it.
Yes.
Yeah, isn't it great to have a Deanna episode where she seems really competent and is like doing
I was enjoying that, and then she eventually devolves into being a jealous murderer.
To be fair, she wasn't a very good empath. She was just a good detective.
Not
she was a good detective.
They had to have some reason for her to have her powers blocked. Otherwise, there's no detectiving to be had.
So apparently, if any portion of your family tree has Beta Z or Betazoid blood, you can block your emotional broadcast.
I guess. I don't know.
And you know to do so.
Yeah, that felt like a roundabout.
It doesn't matter because that's all part of the hallucination, though.
But also, especially since at the end, when it's revealed what really happened, they go, "Oh, it turns out he had a bit of Betazoid in his grandmother," and it's okay, so you need to know that. That's just revealed casually at the end that we never looked into it until now. So
yes.
So I don't know.
There's so much that happens that didn't end up mattering, which is kind of an issue for me.
Yeah, the more I'm thinking about it, the more it's pissing me off, dude. So something's happening, like the flux capacitor is faulty or some bullshit, and they go to the tube and the thing. It's all mumbo jumbo, dude. And Riker,
it's
and
the nacelle tube. Like ostensibly, are they in that big one of those?
They're in the tube.
Yeah, one of those big tubes on either side of the.
Yeah, they're in those tubes. Yeah.
So Riker and Worf go in there, and there's a dude with a big old forehead, and he's entranced, dude.
His name is Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan. Yep.
Oh my God!
Reports of my suicide are somewhat exaggerated.
Yeah.
Okay, so a little bit of inside baseball. So you know how Ricardo
Dan is a lieutenant.
That's what that too. But so we have Denise Crosby and a Nana visitor clip of asking Ricardo what the episode is, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to make the reason I did that actually was because I could not find anyone named close to Ricardo in all of the Star Trek episodes I had. But I was actually in the middle of making one for Dan using this clip when he says Dan. And I tried to Frankenstein, or as we would say in the industry, Frankenbite something together. But it turns out audio quality changes so dramatically between seasons that there is no other time where Riker says a quote that would make sense, where it says, "Dan, explain what happened," or something, or that time or something like that. So I just gave up, and then eventually Nate made a song for you, and then that was better.
If you really wanted to get desperate, you could have tried to Frankenbite anytime he said Deanna.
Deanna.
Yeah.
So this dude, Lieutenant Dan, he loses his shins.
Yeah.
Fucking pissed off, dude.
He got his shins blown off.
He realized what he needed to do, blow his own shins off.
The Nazis took my shins. So he's like in a trance, and they're like, "Hey, get back, Lieutenant Dan." And he's like, "This is for honor." And he's like, "I know what I got to do." And he jumps in the whatever the thing does, kills him.
Just a big old plasma thing.
Yeah, and everyone thinks it's suicide, but it's not. Spoiler alert. And what's crazy, what's so crazy is that I get it. So Riker sees him, right? And he's trying to stop him, right? But then he jumps, right? And Riker he's devastated, dude. He looks like he's so devastated.
It's the most devastated by death that any crew member has ever seemed on screen.
Yeah. Right. And I'm like, he wasn't near command. I mean, yeah, he is, but I mean, he wasn't directly under him, taking orders from him, right?
Right.
2, we just saw a lady basically volunteer for a suicide mission.
Right.
And he didn't bat a fucking eyelash, dude. He was like, guess she's gone. All right. Anyway. And here he's fucking devastated. But then 2 seconds later, he's at a bar and he's like, I guess that was a dream though, right?
That was part of the dream, yeah.
That was part of the dream?
No. Actually, the bar was before the dream.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Sarah and I actually went in to verify. Yeah.
Yes, because that's where the whole like Worf starts making these really weird comments, which kind of aggravated me a little bit because I felt like there was no lead up to Worf all of a sudden being interested in Deanna. Like there's like a
what's so crazy is I think there was. I just think it was subtle.
But then all of a sudden he's in a bar being like, would you be mad if I like got with someone that you kind of are with?
But by
like,
this point, Worf has lived an entire alternate reality where that already kind of happened to him and he kind of saw what it could be like. And so he's had a lot of time to think it over.
And I also think if you discount everything that happened in like the memory palace or whatever.
How much of a discount?
Pretty big one because it's all of it. If you discount all of it, the only thing Worf really did was kind of like do like a weird thing with Riker about what are you talking about?
Yeah,
that's it.
Exactly.
That's all that really happened in real life.
Because
that's a case. That's barely anything.
Well, no, he did say like, how would you feel if like I?
No, he didn't.
Like he is thinking about it.
He did,
but he actually doesn't frame it that way. He actually says,
like, oh,
of course, if you ever...
No. He does say, like, no, go back and watch. He does say, like,
okay, let me take a look.
Is it like,
I don't think
how would you... He doesn't say, like, how would you feel? He says, like, something around, like, do you have thoughts around...
Or is there anyone you don't want me to have a relationship with or something?
Yeah. So he's
and then
kind
Riker's
of...
like, what?
Okay, I'll watch as you guys discuss. Hang on. So keep going.
So this dude.
Oh no. Okay. He says so because Riker is with somebody.
Yeah.
And Riker's like, why are you interested in her? This random lady? And he goes, oh no, of course not. But if I were, I would of course discuss the situation with you. So they're actually like by proxy talking about Deanna, so sort of, but through this date that Riker is on.
Yes.
So that's
and then he says something after though. He says like,
well, then he goes, I appreciate it, but that wouldn't be necessary. And then Worf is like, well, I never would want to get between someone that you are involved with. And then Riker goes, it sounds like you're trying to ask me permission to date my sister.
Yes.
But that's it. That's the whole scene.
Yeah.
And obviously we know what they're implying. But if you discount the rest of the hallucinations, that's all that happens. Exactly. That's really not too much.
No. In fact,
it's like a little bit of an extension of what happened in Parallels, like a little bit more.
And to be fair, like he cares for. So for me, I've been seeing this for a long time. Well, especially since he picked her to be like his son.
Yeah, we talked about this in Parallels when we did Parallels.
Yeah.
Is Parallels the one where he chooses her to be the proxy parent?
Yes. But even before that, when his back was broken and he was about to go into surgery in ethics, he asks Deanna, hey, anything happens.
Yeah, kill me.
Can you kill
me first?
Alexander
and then
for me.
Yeah.
So
if anything happens to me, please kill Alexander for me.
Yeah.
If I die, kill Alexander as well. So.
And then adopt him. So it wasn't really like it was out of the blue, but also he wasn't being explicit about asking about her. He was just it was a general thing that they kind of wrote it that way to kind of feel like he was asking about her, but
we know it's about Deanna.
We know it's about her. Yeah. So this guy dies. Let's go back. We went forward, but I don't want to forget this, so I'll talk about this right now.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, Riker, he's devastated by this guy who just offed himself, right? Devastated.
Right.
And next scene, he's trying to fucking bang this girl. And also, it seemed, I don't know if I was getting the vibes, but Riker was like, if you want to get in on this, you know what I mean? All three of us.
Right.
It felt like that vibe. I don't know, if I'm reading it too much into it, but that's how it felt. He was like, I'm open, dude. Or you go first, I'll go after if you're not comfortable.
Or are we doing
Eiffel Tower?
Menage a trois situation? Or
did you say Menage a Croft?
Menage a trois. Yes. I felt like I could definitely see that vibe for sure.
Riker's into that.
Right?
Riker's definitely
Riker's
into that.
down for anything, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want to do that with Worf. I might feel like a little performance anxiety, but
I mean, he has two dicks.
Yeah,
so you feel a little inadequate.
Is ready to go.
It's like, can you compete with someone? Do you want to be in the bedroom with Worf?
I never thought about it that way. He can come from one dick and the other dick's ready to go instantly.
Well, we don't know that. We should consult with an expert. before that.
I should ask.
A Worfian dick
let me message Michael Okuda.
What's the deal with the refractory period on these dicks? So it feels like, gives me that vibe. I just wanted to point it out there. That
I don't know how that works with because there was the whole hallucination. You know, they slept together, and I'm like, God, I wish I could hear like a debrief from her end. Like, what? How does that work?
What do you mean debrief?
A deep, like, you know, how was your night?
It went well.
It did, but like how does that work? What did you guys do? It's obviously a little different. Like, let's hear it.
Obviously, just like super jealous afterwards, so it must have been all right.
Yeah, I guess
that's basically all it is.
Basically, wow.
Yeah. And then
it sounded like a Halloween laugh.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I'm just curious. I'm just curious to hear some details, I guess.
Yeah. Just thinking about his dead brother, you know, to last longer.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, my brother, Paul Sorvino.
Oh my God.
So
wait, has Kern died in lore, or are we just talking about the death of like Candyman, like Tony Todd?
Oh, Tony Todd. About Paul Sorvino.
He died, he's still alive. No, he's still alive. Yeah.
What about Candyman?
Candyman, well, you know, Tony Todd is dead, but Kern is alive.
I mean, in real life, yes, but not in the show?
No, Kern's alive.
Oh, Kern's
You just
alive.
assumed everyone died.
I do, dude. I don't know who's dead.
Like you mentioned dead brother, so I was like, okay, but some people have died, but not the character?
I thought Paul Sorvino died in the
Paul
show.
Sorvino's alive and fully corrupting this alien.
Dead, the actor. But yes, but the brother in the show is alive, right?
Rozhenko.
I hate this.
Not confusing at all. Yeah.
All actors are dead.
Yeah,
but
all their actors are synonymous with their characters, and they're all dead.
Both brothers are dead in real life. The actor, but the characters are alive and well.
Yes.
As far as we know it.
Worf's.
Yeah, we haven't seen Picard. What if Picard comes back? You know, he's like,
Worf's fucking human brother is fucking this alien race left and right because he now has full control of that village,
and he's got that guy writing a Bible about it. He's like, this guy.
No, that guy's dead.
All the time.
That guy killed himself. Yeah, suicide again.
He died.
It was suicide this season. Yeah.
Trigger warning.
Yeah.
Anyway,
trigger warning. Bad episode.
Bad episode.
Trigger warning. Him is cultural rape. Dude. Like he kind of is like destroying their culture.
Yeah, dude. He's like the Spanish coming in, fucking conquistador style, dude. Anyway, so let's go back. So, or it's not even that much. So basically, this guy kills himself, and everyone's trying to figure out what's going on, right? Like, everyone's investigating. Like, they're like, why would he do this? For a while, I thought the lady that he was working with was like a witch or something.
They did set her up to be some kind of evil. Like she was acting.
She's a red herring. She
was acting a little strange,
sketchy,
like a little funny.
Shit.
Yeah,
she was really blunt. She's like, nothing's wrong.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I wasn't having an affair. And, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that they did that. But
that's a classic red herring.
I immediately knew it wasn't her.
Yeah,
because it's a classic red herring. Like a witch. Yeah. And so then everybody's investigating, like everybody's
but the actual evil guy looks super evil.
Yeah. By the way, the evil guy, I was so excited. I thought he was gonna have a juicier part because this guy is in Aliens. Remember?
Yes,
he's in Aliens, and he's also in The Departed. He's one of the gangsters in The Departed.
Also in like RoboCop 2, I saw. And like he's been around.
He's been in some good shit. He's been some bangers, dude.
Yeah. He's always a bad guy.
He's RoboCop 2, right? He is RoboCop 2, I think.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not. Who does he play? No. Is he just one of the gangsters? I forget. Or is he one of the cops?
He does look a bit like Peter Weller. But he's not really Peter Weller.
It's not Peter Weller. And it's not the guy who replaced him in 3.
Okay. Well, no. Yeah, that's just some guy. Yeah.
Oh, well, that guy's also a very popular actor, but he's just not. Yeah.
Well, this is then.
That guy who replaced him?
Yeah.
He was in that show on FX, the firefighter show. I forget what it's called.
Oh, fucking... Yeah,
Rescue Me.
Yeah, Rescue Me. Fucking comedian.
He's made a bunch of stuff. He always plays a cop. He always plays a cop or a firefighter. Firefighter.
A fire. He plays a fire.
He plays a fireman.
Yeah.
So this guy, the actual guy, the murderer. By the way, maybe too high to remember. So at the end, did they just arrest him?
Or he's been dead.
Yeah.
The guy.
Marvin
bad
had to
guy
explain
was
this to
always
me.
dead because he only appeared in the hallucination.
Yes,
So this is my primary actual criticism of the episode.
It's confusing.
It
Marvin,
is a bit-
yeah.
it's not.
You have
So
to, yeah. You have to
So the
sit down
problem
and
is that it is a conceptually confusing thing to understand if you've never like. There's no such thing as a telepathic echo or an empathic echo.
to you.
Okay, but like in real life, like
not
this,
a telepathic.
so this doesn't happen this way.
There's no
I'm
proof.
not-
So
I'm
as a
not
result,
gonna
This
say
episode could have been
never.
an episode of Ghost Hunters.
Yeah.
So what they really needed to do, like Ghost Hunters, is do
Basically.
a recreation
Yes.
of what happened.
Yes.
So Deanna should have been like, here's what happened. And then it goes to like a flashback that shows the events of what's happening. And it uses the clips that she
And
was
then
seeing
just
in
do the episode masks.
Yeah. Well, just have like a Ghost Adventure style.
Just do it. Yeah.
flashback.
Ghost Adventure
I
style.
died in
Yeah.
this nacelle tube. That's what you needed to happen.
I burn
So-
to death in this nacelle tube.
Exactly. So that's what you needed to visually see. Oh, his body exploded. A bit of his goo fell into an open panel. That open panel.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
literally what it is.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
literally
I
a bit
know.
of his goo.
It was way cooler when it was
Yeah.
a whole ass skeleton. When I saw the skeleton, I was like, "What?"
Yes.
Yeah, the skeleton is super dramatic and cool.
Yes.
Although it is hilarious how they just bring the skeleton in on like a tray and like, well, I grabbed the skeleton.
Yeah.
And it's just on like a dinner tray.
And it's super clean.
It's
Yeah.
bleached white like a Mortal Kombat skeleton.
No one even said like, oh, there's residue of the clothes or sticky stuff.
No, nothing.
on it.
It's
No.
bleached white.
Yeah. I was like, this guy must have
I
gotten
love
pigs
that
to go at
skeleton.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then like, you needed to see visually the goo splattering into the open panel, the goo holding on to empathic memory somehow.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
and then it getting
That's
covered
why
up
you
by
went to-
another.
And then you
Yeah.
need to see it get it covered up and then them taking it
Then
out.
you, then you
and
see
then-
Lieutenant Dan taking it off and then seeing it affect him. Like that would have
Yes.
been really
Yes.
helpful.
Yep.
Yeah.
So without that, you're
It
kind of
would've
just
been.
like without that, you have to like really closely to listen to Deanna and goes, there was an empathic thing, like a photograph. Yes.
Yeah,
a
like-
bit of his residual goo was behind the
Yeah.
panel when Lieutenant Dan opened it for the first time in 7 years.
It's
And you're
like when someone opens up like those cursed like mummy tombs and it's like everyone's like
all the dust.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
and then like they all die, you know what I mean? Like it's like a curse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like the Mummy.
Here's
starring
the
Brendan
thing.
Fraser.
It's just like the Mummy, but the Tom Cruise one.
Only
The
saying
good
because
one.
you're wearing a Tom Cruise shirt.
Yeah. Here's the thing. How I know there's no goddamn ghost, dude, is because either there's no ghost or two, they're
Mhm.
fucking dumb as fuck, dude. Anyone who comes back as a ghost, dumb as fuck, dude. No one's ever like solved a crime like right away. Like, oh, the ghost is telling me that this is where the gun is. This is who did it. Blah blah. They're the worst fucking ghosts ever. They can't explain shit. They must be like the worst people are coming back as ghosts because they're giving bad fucking notes to
Well,
find the
okay,
killer.
let's be fair. It wasn't a whole ass ghost. It was just an empathic echo.
Sorry, it was ghoulish ectoplasm that was left, dude.
Well, there are a few episodes of Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction, where they'll be like, oh my God, he got like a feeling from like a ghost here. And it turns out that's how he solved the case. And then Jonathan Frakes goes, this one was inspired by a real story in Iowa or something, Then
And how do you explain the boy speaking Chinese?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
How do you explain ramen over Chinese men?
Yeah, dude. How do you explain that? They were serving ramen in a Korean household. Right?
Why would the Korean household be serving
Why would
Japanese
they be
food?
serving fucking ramen, dude? So
I need to memorize all of those non sequiturs of his. I want to learn them.
here is where the issue lies. And really, it all leads to this. So let's just get past the other stuff to really come down on how much this
Come
fucking
down.
episode fucking sucked ass at this part. Because the episode was so good with like the skeleton in the back. Like it was, if they had literally just gone like, okay, we got to treat this like a procedural, like he opens it up. he feels something and then he goes up to the thing, and you could even show that, like you said. And
I have a question, just in general. Yeah. Does the presence of
no, I don't.
Is just the presence of a skeleton just immediately bump up an episode of 100%. Anything in general?
Oh, yeah.
You just see a skeleton, you're like, oh shit,
probably.
Skeleton.
Like if you have a whole skeleton,
yeah. Here's the thing: I should have known because they didn't show the whole skeleton. They show little parts. And I'm like, they couldn't afford a whole fucking skeleton.
No, yeah. Only pieces of a skeleton.
Partial credit.
I should have known. Like, God,
partial skeleton.
The props department couldn't spring.
Paramount Prop House only had the other parts of the skeletons would be used for other
They're
shows.
on loaner to another to Abbott and Costello or something. So they go, and so what we're kind of glossing over is the fact that, by the way, all this is a fantasy.
Yes.
Basically jizz in the wall fucking fantasy.
Like starting from the moment where Deanna goes with Worf back to the nacelle like tube, and it's like, okay, open up the door. I want to see what's going on.
That's where the dream starts.
Yeah, that's where it starts, and that's where it also goes back to.
And I hate that it goes back to that because it was so good. Like the fact that like they had hooked up, and like it's almost based on this fantasy. It's almost like she had made Worf a little softer. And a little bit like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he was
like,
I liked how Worf was acting in this episode. Right? It was good, like relationship stuff.
He was like trying to like emotionally comfort her.
Yeah.
Which was really interesting.
Yeah. And he was like relating to her experiences. It's like, I too have looked for visions in fire. It's like, I can relate to you here. It's like, it's fun. I like it.
And then it got wonky when they're like, I knew something was that when like they started doing the thing where like she was feeling something with the girl. Like he's like, oh, he's touching her back too much, and I was like,
yeah, that you can tell it's just a complete fabrication of something.
I'm so sick of jealous Deanna. Like they need to. I really wish they had made this so core to her character.
Yeah, but that is a tropey way of writing women back then. They do that a lot, just like, where women are really jealous.
Ends up being her.
If she had solved the murder and not gone back to the flashback and just been like, oh, there was a skeleton there, and like boom, 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 done all that, it would have made her like look so much stronger because like she solved the case without using her empathic thing. Like it was just like a wave of empath, but it was mostly like her trying to figure out.
Yeah, especially if they related this back to the time when she lost her empathic powers and she was like, oh, I don't want to go back to that, but I'll do it for this. And she comes out stronger.
Yeah, they could have referenced that. Yeah. She could have been like, well, back then I lost my empathic powers, but I was still useful. So you know what? I'm going to try to do that again.
Yeah, like show some character growth and all that, and refer back to something that happened before. It would have been nice to see all that used. And
I think just for the sake of making it clear as to what happened, I think we should explain what the murder even is, because it's really confusing.
Yeah.
So basically,
I think do a good recap, like paint a picture for us.
I have it pretty succinct, I think.
Yeah, so 8 years ago on Utopia Planitia, which are the shipyards around Mars, they were building the Enterprise D. Right. Walter Pierce.
Wait, tell it to us like it's a bedtime story.
Then I have to like whisper.
You gotta go, I say.
Long ago. 8 years ago in a
8 years ago.
Shipyard. Like make it your most interesting retelling.
Yeah.
So Walter Pierce.
Do an accent, dude.
Yeah.
A really racist one. Pick one.
Yeah.
I'll just do a Korean accent.
Do it.
So Walter Pierce.
God.
Okay, so Walter Pierce was someone who was working on the Enterprise D in the nacelle's tube.
Walter Pierce is the bad guy.
The bad guy who secretly has Beta Zed ancestry. So he has
By the way, he's done a lot of voiceover work. I forgot about this. He played Norman Osborn on Spider-Man games.
Oh,
in the Batman games, he was one of the Jim Gordons.
Okay.
And he's done a bunch of voice work for Star Wars, and he was in the live action Star Wars Ahsoka show.
Okay.
So he's done a lot of work.
He is apparently involved with someone there.
Mm-hmm.
He catches them having an affair. And the thing that really sets him off is that when he catches them, they start laughing at him. We don't know exactly why, but it's implied that he feels emasculated by it. Decides to kill them both. And in order to hide the evidence, he throws their bodies into the plasma conduit or whatever.
Yes.
It immediately burns their bodies. He feels immediate guilt and knows what he must do, as he keeps repeating, throws himself in. But because he's an empath, when a piece of his goo literally like flesh is flung behind a panel that's open. It leaves an empathic photograph that is basically like a recording of this incident that is only accessible by other empaths. Then there are no other empaths that work on the Enterprise D. Somebody finishes up fixing the nacelle tubes. They close up that panel. That panel has not been opened since the Enterprise D took off. Lieutenant Dan now starts doing some maintenance on the panel, opens it for the first time. He's an empath. So he's flooded with
empathic.
Well, enough to have it fully take over his brain. And he basically plays out the events of the photograph. Now, Deanna's version of that also manifests, but for her, it mixes with her recent memories. That's why she has some stuff happen with Worf, and that's why her jealousy in the memory intermingles with jealousy of Worf looking at another woman in her hallucination.
So it's sort of in both hallucinations or both flashbacks. What do you want to call them?
Yeah,
when they're laughing, when they get caught in the fucking in the fair, they get caught. It's not a regular laugh. It's not like you cut. It's like a Padme and Kill Bill, like when they're like like over the top.
Which implies that he was having I think that implies his memory is faulty. He's having like an emotional reaction to them.
It's like they're all laughing at me. Like, everyone's like,
even like, Worf does it.
Because his memories are confabulated. I don't think they're real, but it leaves a memory of the way he saw it. So because Worf uncharacteristically, when he is caught, quote unquote, in the hallucination, is like laughing his head off at her. So in that thing, all this stuff happens. In the hallucination, she kills him. All this stuff that didn't happen. And ultimately, it turns out it's not a skeleton that she found. It's goo. Way
less cool than a real skeleton. As stupid as that would have been.
Somehow the plasma conduit flung his skeleton behind the panel. That would have been amazing.
What great footage that would be. Like an explosion and the whole
his skin exploded and through his skeleton.
By the way, this guy has done so much stuff. I forgot how much stuff he's done.
Which guy?
He was
You're
also
still talking about the bad guy?
Mark Wilson? He was also the voice of Deathstroke in the Batman games. In Young Justice, he was Lex Luthor's voice.
Wow.
And Jonathan Kent.
Busy guy.
This guy works, dude. This
so he's busy enough that Memory Alpha actually has a section dedicated to other shows or movies he's been in that he has appeared with other Star Trek actors.
Well, because he's also done voices for done voices for the Star Trek stuff as well. So
yes, he did a lot of additional Star Trek stuff. Yeah, he's like a high level working actor, like a ton of like nonstop work type of guy.
Did anybody go? Never mind. I throw it out to the audience, but it's fine. I'll talk about it later. I went to WonderCon. It just reminded me. I went to WonderCon and I saw a lot of cool stuff. And I was looking for Hot Wheels Enterprise ship, and I didn't find the one I was looking for. And then I found one, and then I was like, I don't know where this is from, and I bought it. I blind bought it, and then I realized it's from Into Darkness, which is the worst Star Trek movies. So
it's fine. Still better than it's actually better than some Star Trek movies. I will say that.
Yeah.
It's probably the worst of like that trio.
I was also looking for the original Enterprise from the original series in a specific scale and a specific model, but I didn't find it.
I find it funny that the first time anything of our podcast was recognized at a con wasn't any of us going. It was Scott going.
Yeah, somebody recognized Scott out there. Shout out to whoever you are.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
So that was a WonderCon apparently.
Well, Scott's a pretty special guy, so
I don't know how special he is if he's a 49ers fan, dude.
Got him.
And an Angels fan. Double.
He is an Angels fan.
Yeah. Double.
He's not even here to defend himself.
It's just like calculus, dude. A negative times a negative does not equal positive, dude. In my math class. So
it's like in Spanish, you use double negatives for grammar, and it still means negative.
Yeah. So I swear this was a fucking 10. And then when she came back and she was like back there in the tube and like Worf stopped her from jumping in, I immediately knew what was happening. And I was like, oh, I fucking hate this fucking episode. And that jump like took me out of it. I almost stopped it. I almost said, I don't want to watch it anymore.
That's why you were in a crabby mood when we started. You were like, oh, God.
100%.
Now, one thing I would want to know, and I'm assuming that it won't be this way, but if this relationship between Worf and Deanna develops any further, I will be impressed.
Yeah.
There is the very last bit where Worf was like, well, what happened in your hallucination? And then she like flirts with him a little, saying like, you killed me in your hallucination. And she was like, well, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. And he's like, what does that mean?
Well, he will find out, I'm sure, later. She's like, well, I had a whole thing.
We did a whole thing.
They could easily leave it at that for the rest of the series if they wanted. But
yeah, that's true.
But like at this point, we have seen two versions of fake Deanna / Worf pairings. Yep. Like that aren't really real.
Well, one is realer than the other. The parallel universe is supposed to have
it's not our Deanna and Worf doing it. So
not my
it's
Deanna.
Not real. It's not real for us.
My Deanna is incompetent, dude.
That's how you knew this was a hallucination. Her detective skills are really good.
I was like, I love her character. She's doing great detective work. And then bam, she comes back and she's like, I can't figure it out. Like, this space goo in there.
Shout outs to Marina Sirtis's acting when she looks like she is about to fling herself into the plasma. Like the tears coming out of her face. It looks pretty good.
Again, I think anytime Marina Sirtis is given an opportunity to act, she does well. She did really well in Face of the Enemy. She's done really well in a lot of these episodes.
I loved the legwork of the earlier part of this episode, and I just wish it had just followed through.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's a real fucking bummer, man. But I'm gonna stick to my 2.
Okay.
Wow. That took a hard dive.
I'm gonna throw a wrench in this. I'm giving it an 8. So I actually liked it. So the main thing people have always had a problem with this episode is that it never happened, right? But to me, that isn't that different from how TNG generally operates, which is like TNG tends to return to status quo almost every time anyway. So I'm like, this is just like a more creative way of doing that. Like, and there's still some progress. Like she now so in parallels, Worf realizes he may have feelings for Deanna. In Eye of the Beholder, Deanna realizes she may have feelings for Worf. Right. So there is like progress.
There is a parallel here, and so like again, I'll be impressed if we see more from this.
Yeah. Morph? So for me, Dorf.
This one's for you, Morph.
This one's for you, Dorf.
Dorf. Yeah, it's just a Dorf.
But like
Jonathan Dorf. I'm sorry, it just came to my mind. Yeah, it still gets me.
What's that?
It's what you guessed Worf's actor's name was.
Yeah.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. Wow. You couldn't get over it. You were just stuck at Jonathan Dorf.
When was this?
I'll show you later. I made a whole thing out of it.
There's a short about it and everything.
Yeah.
What's his real name?
Michael Dorn. So you combine Jonathan Frakes with Michael Dorn, dude, and you got Jonathan Dorf.
Dude, that's close enough, dude.
In many ways, you should get double credit because you combine two actors' names with one of the characters, and you got Jonathan Dorf.
It's all in there, one big old jug.
And it's funny because Jonathan Dorf is actually a famous playwright, so I thought you were actually referencing the playwright Jonathan Dorf somehow.
Maybe
anyone knows about Jonathan Dorf.
Of Steven Dorf.
Yeah, Steven Dorf or the movie Dorf.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Dorfs out there. A lot of Dorf.
Or the movie Troll 2 or Troll 3.
Yeah. But that's the thing. I also think this could have almost been perfect, but the main thing is that the summary at the end sucks. It really needed to be visualized because it's such a strange.
Do you feel like they kind of ran out of time? Maybe if they had more time?
Yeah.
They definitely could have done more with more time.
Did that thing like the joke, what's his face, a comedian does? Where they had a billboard they had, right? And they had a big ass B, dude. And then the letters started getting smaller and then they didn't fit the billboard, dude. And
yeah, exactly.
We got to just end this, guys. Let's get.
Yeah, they didn't like rewrite it to like put the thing back in time. Yeah. Also, it wouldn't have been much more expensive. They're already shooting the B-roll for the flashbacks, so that could have just been reconstructed to make the full flashback. Yeah, but you just needed a few more shots, But that's why it's an 8, because it could have been a 10. It could have been like an amazing detective episode, even if it's reset by the end. It's still within the hallucination, Deanna doing legwork, and combined with we get status quo resets on TNG all the time, so I'm not too mad at that, to be honest. So I don't know.
All right, I think I landed on like a 7.5 because I did like so much of the character stuff that appeared that happened in it, but yeah, that ending did deflate me personally because it's the first time I'd ever seen it, and it's like, all right, fine.
Yeah. Very offensive.
But I wanted to bring up that this is the second time that they've brought up bypassing or getting authorization to bypass Starfleet warp speed regulations.
Oh, yes.
So they're at least providing a bit of a through line for now.
And it'll be the last time.
Okay.
they're like, by the time we get an authorization, it's gonna be just
start now. Just start going fast now.
We'll just have them backdate the authorization. It's fine.
Yeah, just start going fast now. What are they gonna do? We're the Enterprise.
They're gonna say anyway.
Yeah. Well, what are they gonna say? I'm Captain Picard.
Yeah.
Salt and pepper.
I did Wolf 359.
Yeah. Yeah, you've been did you realize that's the second time you posted that?
No.
That's the second time you posted that
on your... discovered it.
No, that's the second time you posted that on your Instagram.
It's new to me, dude.
Ricardo posted the Saturday Night Live of Patrick Stewart hosting Saturday Night Live.
Oh, the salt and pepper?
Yeah. That's the second time he's posted it on that Instagram.
I don't know, dude.
It does bear repetition.
Yeah, dude. He says it 3 times.
There's no problem.
Well, it's funny because the third time he goes, thank you to Salt and Pepper.
Yeah. Maybe he was thinking of Dr. Pepper,
And just mixing it up,
I can sure go for a Dr. Pepper right now.
Shaking it up here and there.
I didn't get to give my score. My score is a 7.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I think it's an interesting concept. I am a little skeptical of the whole Deanna Worf thing.
Skeptical in which way? I
don't know. I feel a little blindsided by it, but I guess maybe I wasn't paying attention.
No, but also to validate you, many
fans thought
feel that's weird.
Like I felt like it got really hot and heavy really fast, even though that it was like hypothetical. But I feel like they're hard launching into this relationship.
I can agree with you, Sarah, that the kiss seemed a bit like forced and rushed. It's like whoa, wait, what?
Well, they're just talking. They're talking, and then all of a sudden they get closer, and it's like full on fucking making out. And I'm like, whoa.
Well, having sex, they fucked.
Yeah,
like within a scene.
That's never happened to you guys ever.
Oh, it has, I guess, to be fair.
To a coworker? No, not like that.
Okay, in Star Trek, they're not just coworkers. They're like,
they're like
they're pals. Quartermates.
They're good time
like
pals.
Yeah.
I've never been just been casually discussing a work project or a case of someone looked at them a little long and then just like started eating their face.
Well, oh my God. You've never been in the throes of passion.
To be fair, that scene, when they get to that part, they are doing the cute thing of like, well, I guess I should go.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Well, I need to go to bed.
I will say this.
It's like a porn. It's like the beginning of that.
Acting because I was feeling
that is not okay. Sorry, I gotta stop you. That is not what a porn looks like.
No,
you clearly have not seen porn.
Yeah. This is a Noah's Ark.
They are not that cute in porn.
Noah's Ark all over. Yeah. Not at all.
They are not that cute. I'm sorry. This was like adorable.
And then they're banging.
This was like a bunch of two high schoolers being like, well, I think I should go, maybe they need, like
they were telegraphing that for like 2 seasons before. 2 seasons before that. Like when they were walking to her room, I was already like, I was like, good job on acting here. Cause they're really,
I guess I didn't pick up on it.
Body language is like a bit like, oh,
100%.
It just felt like really fast to me, but I'm a slow mover, I guess.
I think now that I'm listening to you talk like this, I'm sure that you've never experienced that because you're like, I wasn't feeling it. I was like, you've never.
But also, to be fair,
there's electricity in the room.
A lot of people.
I'm not with a coworker like that in that situation.
It's not something with a coworker. It has to be. It could be with a friend that you know for a long time. It could be with
you cannot view Star Trek relationships as coworker relationships because they don't. They don't think of it that way.
Look at right.
Not really, but I'm also like I don't just. You know, I'm a slow warm. Like I don't want to. You know, I don't want to be.
You want an announcement?
Like I take a bit to warm up.
To court.
Like I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, let's do it. You know, like oh yeah.
Sarah wants to go steady first.
Yeah, I want to go steady first.
Yeah. You're like the mom in Back to the Future. No, she was really.
No, she was ready to go down right away.
Yeah, you're right.
I want some time. I need to be warmed up. You know,
but to validate your take on the situation, many people found that it came out of nowhere, including Jonathan Frakes. He often speaks about this general plot line as like, what the fuck? Yeah. Why did this happen? Marina Sirtis is always supportive of this happening. She was like, oh yeah, why not? You know, this makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think,
I mean, to me, this has been a long time coming. Like it just felt like that was coming in an episode.
I feel really stupid. I feel like I
don't know. No, I wouldn't say I wouldn't. No, because a lot of people.
I feel like there's enough groundwork
for both.
I think that's the thing. You could interpret. I think both viewpoints are valid. So I think for some people, but it's like I don't.
But also why now? Why now? We're at the end of the fucking show.
That's perfect. What a great way to end it. Like
this is exactly what Ricardo wanted.
Yeah,
or like that sort of development is what Ricardo wants.
Yeah.
Okay. Are they gonna have like a little baby wrapped in a little towel at the end?
Sarah, we don't need to know. That's not for us to know, dude.
But also to keep in mind,
Alexander's a big brother.
But also to keep in mind, I think why a lot of people back in the day,
because he's black, dude. Is that where you're going, dude?
No, why a lot of people back in the day thought this came out of nowhere was because they were watching it in syndication and not like they aren't seeing like the episodes leading up to it necessarily. They're seeing it out of order.
Fair
and
point.
They see lots of random episodes with Worf and Deanna and suddenly like, wait.
Out of order would not make sense at all. You would be like, whoa.
There's even less evidence out of order. Yeah. Then you're like, what's going on? Yeah. So.
Yeah. I've felt this for a while. And the fact that they paid it off makes me rate the season a little higher now overall because if I had been wrong about my feeling about this, I would have rated it lower. Like, oh, why did they telegraph all that? And then like now they don't pay it off.
To me, it feels
though they paid it off in a weird, lame way. I still respect that they did it.
Well, the payoff of the relationship itself is still a little bit in the episode. So in a natural way, I think. So I think that works.
Yeah.
To me, this reminds me of because I feel like it's retroactive. I think Sarah is also correct in thinking this feels like a new development because I think they didn't like really start leaning into it until Parallels.
Yeah.
I think Parallels was when they re-examined a lot of like Worf Deanna scenes and were like, maybe there's something there. It reminds me of like Legend of Korra, where like there happened to be a lot of Korra and Asami scenes, and then they were like, are they lesbians? Let's figure this out. And then like they wrote them, you know, they wrote at least Korra to be Pan, you know, and maybe Asami is Pan. But like, you know, it's just interesting that it feels retroactive, but that's supported by what did exist earlier, you know.
It's kind of like what happened with the Justice League show where they had that A Better World Justice Lord scenario that they were able to later utilize as groundwork for a different like plot line later with the Cadmus thing.
Oh, right. Yes. Right. All that.
In Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah. In particular with the
and that wasn't like pre-planned or anything, but it was culminated the way they put it together. So,
and that one they even admitted on like a commentary track. They were like, "Oh yeah, that was just really convenient that happened," and then we we decided to use it.
Yeah,
good stuff. So, DCAU is good stuff.
Yeah. So if we
what was the? Oh, we did Discord, right? Never mind.
But Discord, the Discord rating.
What did they say?
What'd they say?
So Imagine Nathan very helpfully compiled the scores again.
Thank you as always.
It's very even. Median, mean, all of that is 6. So
really?
Everyone kind of thinks it's a 6. I think that's about right.
Lower than what I said. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I do think a lot of people are going to be really off-put by that.
Like pretty much all the ire is over the it was a dream or a hallucination thing.
Right? You know what's one really funny piece of trivia.
Better be funny, dude.
It is pretty funny. So you know the lady in the flashback who's like
so hard.
Yeah, I better laugh hard, dude. I'm upset, dude.
The lady in the flashback.
I might lower the score, dude.
The lady in the flashback who is
the one that laughs.
Yeah, that laughs. That is Marina Sirtis's stunt double.
Really?
Yes. So they gave her a speaking role. Yeah, they got her SAG basically by doing this because she's been with the show for so long. But as a result, there were certain stunt scenes Marina Sirtis needed to do, or not stunts. Sorry, she's not her stunt double. She's just her general stand-in double. So she's her stand-in double.
Stand-in. Okay. So,
yeah, her name is Nora Leonhardt. So I guess this is how she got SAG.
Melissa Joan Hart?
So because she's playing an actual character, she could no longer play Marina Sirtis' stand-in for those scenes. So what they did was they had apparently the second AD.
But why? They're never in the same scene.
I guess because she was on a different sound stage in order to be filming, and they just needed to film at the same time. So instead, they had the second assistant director. Her name is, I hope I'm saying this correctly, Ariane Fukai. She just grabbed a wig from the hair department and put it on, and then she became the stand-in for all of her stand-in shots. So yeah, that's basically yeah.
Well,
so that's
Deanna is often with wig, right? Like her character
exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
massive.
Putting on the wig is actually correct.
Yeah. You know what's really weird? There's a lot of like contradicting info on whether Gates McFadden was wearing a wig because Gates
it's
McFadden
some
herself
horrible
has
scandal that they had to keep secret.
No. I was trying to figure this out with Sarah once because we were like just looking at it and they were like, well, that has to be a wig there. But then Gates McFadden has she's claimed she's never worn a wig for Star Trek. But then other times she claims she did wear a wig. I don't know. Liar, dude. She might be crazy.
I think yeah.
Maybe we're underestimating the power of perms here and there.
Yeah. It's
because
really
I think
fucking with her brain, dude.
I think the episode Violations is where you see the distinct separation. Because in the flashback, you see her have like kind of flat-ish hair. And I think that's just her straight up without a wig. And I think the rest of the episode, when she's like in present day, her hair is very styled. And I think that is a wig. But it's just interesting because they force all the women to wear wigs.
We can always just ask her and find out.
I'm sure Mike.
When will you wear wigs?
I mean, I think. Well, Aaron Dorff is definitely wearing a wig, right?
I think so.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think so.
Right.
I mean, that ponytail came out of nowhere. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's not natural. It's not natural.
Picard actually has hair. He's wearing a ball cap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Picard, known for long hair.
I think they definitely on the wig thing, I think sometimes back then it was also easier for consistency and just time saving instead of like.
That's true.
Tom Cruise wears a wig in Collateral.
Yes, because he didn't want to fully bleach his hair.
Yeah.
So
he's like, not these locks, baby.
Yeah, I think he got like a buzz cut and they put white hair on him. I think that's what happened.
Is it against his religion?
Yeah, he said Xenu would leave him here if he.
Although I think there were some portions where he did actually bleach his hair white or something. I forget the story.
The reason he did it is for consistency.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think like it ended up like looking.
I think his hair was buzzed like on the sides, but bleached, and then the top was a wig.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I remember like there's a weird amount of detail that went in the Collateral special features going over this
because it takes place over one night. Like it has to be like perfectly.
Yes, it has to be exact. If it changes from scene to scene, it would be really weird because it's almost real time. So so that would have been odd.
No wigs.
I have the beholder.
Funny fact, dude. By the way, your fact was not funny.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
A funny fact: Kristen Wiig does not wear wigs. That's a funny fact.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
I'm
having trouble
controlling your bowels.
My gut. Yeah, my gut is not ready to bust right now. Oh, boy.
You should take.
I have the beholder.
Some Hims.
You should take a Hims, dude, and get hard, dude. You're hard.
I should take all their products simultaneously and see what happens.
See what happens, dude.
No, why not?
Here, like my sugar went down, my dick got hard. It's a roller coaster of
my hair started growing.
My hair started growing like crazy.
Yeah.
I basically became Jason Momoa, you know?
Yeah. Well, Jason Samoa. Yeah.
Jason Samosas.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you take hymns.
Yeah. And hims and hers at the same time.
Hims and hers.
Yeah.
And theirs.
Whom?
Thank you guys.
To whom it may concern.
Do we have a mailbag question?
Hims,
I'm ready to answer,
hers,
dude.
and
Ask me anything,
theirs.
dude. Ask me anything.
Everybody, thank you for listening. If you guys would like to give us a like or a rating or review wherever we are.
Don't listen to us. I told you guys. You're going to get triggered.
How did you get this far?
Yeah, stop listening.
Apple Podcasts, YouTube.
Leave us a review.
Yeah.
If you want. I don't know. There's a lot going on these days.
Yeah.
If not giving us a review means you have more time for self-care, then do that.
Yeah. Go give your friend a hug, dude.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Let's do that. Yeah. Give your friend a hug instead of reviewing us.
But read the signs, dude. If your friend's not a hug person, don't hug them. Just give them
I mean that is without saying. I guess for some people we really need to say yes. That's true.
You could do the old
fill out the appropriate form requesting a hug from your friend.
Yeah. For a hug requisition form.
Yeah.
And then see
if you have some unrequited love, just say it out loud, dude. Get over with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just get an HR-1A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a travel visa and tell them you love them.
Check out our merch store, fugitiveframes.store. We got all sorts of shirts there. Our This Machine Kills Fascists Batleth t-shirt. We got our Spooky Dancing Doctor of Death t-shirt.
What t-shirt did I suggest earlier?
What the fuck was that?
I forgot already, dude.
Jason Mimosas. Yeah.
No.
I honestly don't remember.
My presidential run or something.
Probably involved monkeys then.
Probably about monkeys, yeah.
Yeah. You and your monkeys, Ricardo.
Ricardo. Him and his monkeys.
Yeah. Him and his primates. With
you're not gonna be laughing, dude, when you're enslaved, dude, to my monkeys, dude.
Maybe I will be laughing because it's hilarious that I'm being like held up by a monkey with the gun. Yeah, that'd be fucking hilarious.
It's not gonna be funny when he beats the shit out of you, dude. Because
it's still funny. That's pretty funny.
It's like ice, dude. They have like carte blanche, dude. They can beat anybody down. They're monkey. Who's gonna charge them, dude? A monkey. A monkey.
The court of monkey law.
Nah, dude.
You know, monkey justice.
The Constitution doesn't apply to them, dude. That's what nobody.
They have their own separate monkey constitution. You know,
I haven't written it, dude.
No, they've written it.
Well, it's not for you to write.
Yeah, 1,000 typewriters. For them to write themselves, dude.
You know,
with as many typewriters as is necessary.
Yeah. I'm gonna spare no expense on these monkeys.
It's fugitiveframes.store. You get my monkey t-shirt. There's no monkey t-shirt there. I'm sorry. But there's a lot of other t-shirts.
If enough people request a monkey t-shirt, we should give it to them, dude.
There's other t-shirts on the way because I've actually spoken with John directly now.
John doesn't know what the people want, dude.
Oh,
we got to tell what the people want.
Dude. I disagree, sir. But yeah, and also if you guys want to support us more directly, you can go to our Patreon, patreon.com/newbie Star Trek. It's only $1.99 a month. So is our YouTube membership. They're both functionally the same thing now because they are now both all video. The main difference is that
they are the same thing, right?
Sort of, because they're technically different services.
Functionally,
yeah,
really?
Yeah, because there are technically some differences. So the YouTube membership, you get early access to. I mean, so both of them, what you get is early access to new episodes. Those episodes will not have any dynamic ads. You'll get access to our private Discord. You'll get coupons for our merch store. You'll get your name in the ticker, all this stuff. Or if you don't want your name in the ticker, let me know. I've removed some names from people who want to remain anonymous. So that's also a thing.
Yeah.
Or
you can give us a fake name if you want. Make up a name.
That's also been done. A lot of people ask their names to be substituted, which I will also do gladly.
Yeah. We could like, give you like a simian name, like a, like Koba or Caesar, something like that.
Sure. Yeah.
Monkey based name.
It's a little stereotypical, but sure.
You think Caesar's going to get upset at me or Koba?
Cause he's going to fucking kill you, dude. Have you seen those movies?
They're my workers, dude. They're my people.
No, I don't know, dude. All right.
I'm down with the sickness, dude.
You're down with the sickness?
Yeah, dude. We're getting loopy, dude. We have to take a hymns, dude.
Time to take your hymns.
Yeah,
but then
that's what that's for.
That's what that's for.
When you're feeling a little loopy, break out the hymns.
Please don't do that. This is not medical advice. Please don't do that. But then also,
we're not doctors,
the difference between the YouTube membership and Patreon is that
we're still talking
on the YouTube membership, I will often do members first for shorts. So you'll see shorts early. And on the Patreon, you get access to an RSS feed that you can put into your podcast app of choice. So you can like have an on-the-go audio podcast feed for yourself, like in an app like Podcast Addict,
listen to us on the go.
Yeah. So that's a good way to do it. So you can go to patreon.com/newbie Star Trek, or just look at the links in our podcast description. Also, if you guys ever want to send us an email, you can always email us at contact@newbiestartrek.com. That's contact@newbiestartrek.com. This is an update from good old John. You remember Johnny? The guy who was compiling all the scores for us?
Yeah.
He's back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
It's been a while.
John.
So, greetings, newbies. It's exciting that we're closing in on the end of the TNG shows. It's been a great journey. I've listened to a couple of DS9 episodes. Love the intro, Dan, but I am not tracking DS9. The Discord ratings are a great idea. I hope to catch up by the last episode. I am on season 7 now, too. I'm planning a strong finish after the last TNG episode. Best wishes and take care, John. So the thing I wanted to review, because he's sent a few emails, he's been compiling the way our 2-parter episode scores look like, which is a particular interest to me because I think we claimed in the past that the first part is always stronger than the second part.
Oh.
So let's see if that's what we generally agreed with.
Okay.
So technically Encounter and Farpoint is a 2-parter, but we gave it a single score, so we're not going to talk about that. The first one really is Best of Both Worlds. So the first episode, we gave it an average of 8. The second episode, we gave it an average of 7.81. So actually pretty close. Not too different. I think my score is what bunged it up the most because I gave it a 9 initially and then a 7. So I lowered the average kind of a bit there.
I'm telling you, dude.
Because Sarah actually went from an 8 to an 8.75. And Ricardo went from Sarah went high. So did Ricardo. Ricardo went from a 7 to an 8.5.
I don't know what episode this is, dude.
Best of Both Worlds, where Picard becomes a Borg. The most famous Star Trek episode of all time.
Okay. Is it though? See, you keep changing your fucking mind, Marvin.
That's true though. Best of Both Worlds arguably is the most famous Star Trek.
You said this about the one with the Android case.
No,
Measure of a Man is his favorite.
That's my favorite. Oh, but in terms of the actual this is the only Star Trek episode that has been
out of jail. Sorry.
Next 2-parter is Redemption. Just to remind everyone, Redemption is the episode where
just remind everybody, hymns, you get horned up. So careful. Don't operate heavy machinery when you're on hymns, dude.
Redemption is the episode where Worf rejoins the Klingon Empire and decides to fight in the Civil War with his brother Kurn. The first episode, we gave a 9.25. The second episode, we gave a 6.75. So it dropped a lot.
Okay. So it's kind of on par, right? To be lower.
It went lower, but here we go. Next one. Unification. That's the Spock episode where Spock shows up and they're doing the first part we gave a 6.13.
All of it?
The second part,
it was all just waiting for Spock.
It was all waiting for Spock, and Spock shows up right at the end. And then Unification 2, we gave an 8.5. So that went up like a lot. Because that's the whole point of the fucking episode. Spock.
Right.
Then we have Chain of Command. Chain of the Command is the one 4 lights. Picard gets captured. 4 lights.
What the fuck is Spock saying? Inconceivable. No.
That's the Nagus, or the actor who plays the Nagus.
Oh yeah. What does Spock say?
Live long and prosper?
No, I'm thinking of another thing. Never mind. I'm sorry. You got him.
Chain of Command. It's the
also you gotta quit responding, Marvin.
It's Captain Jellicoe.
Illogical. Doesn't he say illogical?
No, he gets inconceivable. That's
no. The actor. Spock. Doesn't Spock say illogical? He didn't say that?
Sometimes Vulcans in general will claim
things are illogical.
Oh, okay.
But it's not like a catchphrase.
Vulcans in general want logic. So they will criticize things of being illogical.
Imagine a half Vulcan, half Nagus. That'd be wild, dude. Crazy ears, dude. Big and pointy, dude. we gotta find out. Is there artwork about this? I'm gonna look it up, dude. Keep going. I apologize.
Well, Chain of Command. Our first episode, we gave it an 8.88. So Sarah and Ricardo in particular. No, we actually, all of us really liked Chain of Command Part 1. And then Chain of Command Part 2, which is after Picard got captured, that became an 8. And that's because Sarah and Ricardo both really did not like it.
Which one?
The Chain of Command. That's the one where Picard's getting tortured.
So
both Sarah and Ricardo was not a huge fan of that.
I hate the fucking lights, dude. Who cares how many lights there are? Just fucking get me out of this episode.
Even though it's one of
you keep saying that about every episode, dude.
I don't recall what I gave it.
Yeah,
you gave it an 8.5, but you also gave the first part an 8.5.
Okay.
Wow.
So, and I gave it a 9 and then a 10. So that's me. Then you have Birthright part 1 and 2. Birthright is the episode where the first episode is a weird mix of Data discovering he can dream combined with Worf trying to find his dad. And then the second episode is Worf schlepping around like a Klingon internment camp, sort of, except they are all hunky-dory and they work together with the Romulans.
Right.
So that the first episode we gave a 7. The second episode, we gave a 6.75. So not that different. Yeah. The only one who actually went down in score, because we all gave it a 7, except Dan on the second part, he gave it a 6. So that's an interesting change. And then the last one is Descent. Which one is this? Oh, Descent is the one where Lore infects Data with feelings. Then they discover all the rogue Borg. And then they got to do all that. And Hugh comes back. And then there's a whole like Power Rangers fight. And then the first part we gave it a 7.25, and the second part we gave it a 6.13, which is about right, I think. That second part.
Okay, so generally speaking, we did go down more often than we went up,
but only a little bit more down. And sometimes the difference is so small, it might as well be the same.
Okay.
And sometimes we went up.
That is interesting data.
So I guess our assessment of our two-parters are wrong. Because
it's good to remember and note, like the one about Spock in particular, like that was very clearly a case of like, what the fuck, we're Spock, like shows Spock already. And that was the case for that two-parter.
But also
just forgot about it.
But also like,
it just goes to show you that our feelings are not always accurate.
And also, these are actually functionally the last two-parters we're going to have for the series, because the last episode is just one long movie. They just take up 2 episode slots. So, there you go. Thanks, Johnny, for compiling all that for us.
Thanks for all the hard work on that.
Yeah. Hope you're doing well, Johnny. And you know what? Hope you guys are doing well enough with the podcast to come back next time.
Were there any like tables or like data like visualized in that email?
Like he compiled it in a table. And he also compiled like highs and lows. I mean, there's more data on that front. The highest episode we have rated for Chain of Command, or for season 6, was Chain of Command Part 1, which I find interesting for season 6.
Like I really don't trust our own scores.
Yeah.
Okay. The worst. But it makes sense what the worst episode was. The worst episode for season 6 was Aquiel.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, with Geordi falling in love with girl from computer screens,
but it was a dog.
But it was the dog. The dog made it.
Airbud.
So thanks everybody. Next episode, we're going to be going to DS9 for an episode called Profit and Loss. I wonder who that could be about. Profit and loss.
Probably about the Ferengi.
Ferengi?
Here's my idea, dude, for Airbud sequel.
Oh, okay.
It's the other way around. It's a human competing in a dog sled competition. Dog sled competition through Alaska.
Oh no, I thought you meant in a dog show or like a
no dog. It's
dog sled is the proper.
Dude.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, that's the proper one.
Yeah. But my imagination immediately went to this was actually a world that is like full of dogs. Like, and it's like the dogs who normally play basketball, and then they rope a human into playing basketball.
You're too humanist, dude. You got to think like a dog, dude.
I do. That's true. Everyone would be a lot. Sports. Imagine how much better everything would be if we thought like dogs. Man,
imagine Bloodsport, the movie, but with a dog. Like Airbud, but Bloodsport.
They kind of just hang out and they go, whoa.
Well, they fucking fight, dude. It's a Bloodsport movie.
I know, but they go, whoa, 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 as they do it.
I guess so.
Yeah, you know that slow-mo windmill kick that Van Damme keeps doing in that movie.
Oh yeah.
Imagine a golden retriever doing that windmill kick.
Fucking slow-mo, dude. Beautiful.
Yeah,
sick.
Yeah. Yeah, with
now.
With a leg that's clearly not a person holding up a leg.
I just want to put this out there. I couldn't find a picture.
Free Hollywood.
I couldn't find a picture. Yeah, it's free. You can have it. I'm not going to copyright that shit. I need a picture of a Ferengi and a Vulcan
combined.
Yeah, dude. I need to know what that looks like.
A Feruncan.
Yeah.
Or Volrangi.
Yeah.
I wonder if any such character already exists in like extended canon or in a book somewhere, or if not that, definitely in fanfic already.
The thing is, in Star Trek, whenever races tend to mix, they'll only ever mix it with a human, and it's only so that they can make them sexier. That's really the only reason why they do it. That's why they made Kalar half human, so they were like, "Oh, now she's sexy."
Yeah,
well, Vulcans are nearly space elves.
Yeah, so
like they're viable as like, you know, just
I don't even know if I remember any instance in Star Trek of two other aliens.
Have they shown in any of the shows? I know they're not going to show nudity, but have they ever shown like a lady with like 3 boobs cleavage, like kind of like Total Recall?
That's only a Total Recall thing. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that actress wouldn't do that for Star Trek. So
Total Recall patented the 3 boobs. Yeah. No one else can do it.
Would only be
do 4.
She was like, I'm just gonna be an ensign. I'm not gonna be a triple boobed ensign. I'm sorry. That's what
she's like, we'll pay you triple, and then she's like, no.
No, it's the principle of the matter.
Yeah.
All right.
I already did.
See you guys next time.
I don't play the same role twice.
Never tell an actor to play the same role twice. That's disrespectful. Yeah. To be like, remember that time you were like this? Do that again. Yeah.
And that's why they had to invent new roles for Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Completely new.
Completely different. Yes.
Oh, goodbye,
can't be Iron Man anymore. You've done that.
Yeah. He's Man of Iron.
Okay, for some reason, when you say Robert Downey Jr., I imagined Robert De Niro, but like as Robert Downey Jr.'s roles. And I was like, oh, he's in an Iron Man suit.
That's a vision.
But in The Irishman, you know?
Oh, I haven't seen The Irishman.
There's as much CG in The Irishman as in any Marvel movie.
Hey, Jarvis, get a load of this guy.
Exactly. All right. Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Take care, y'all.